Hello YouTube, welcome one and all, and welcome back to Valkyria Revolution. Let's have a look at the history book.
How
See if there's anything we haven't seen. So, nothing new there. 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 And last time, obviously, the princess kind of put the spanner in the traitor's works. But you can see where she's coming from. She's like, no, we are not, you know, if we just take over, we're just as bad as the Empire. We want them to have their independence.
This is a true story.
Kind of need to do that sort of stuff after we finish fighting the Empire, because what's to stop the Empire just marching straight back in, you know? But then she has a good heart, and she's
The 5 imperial powers of the world: Brenland, Preußen, Frank, Hubstria, and Ruse. These empires held regular conferences known as the Vian Summit.
They look awfully familiar, don't they? January 3rd, 1854 EC, conference room, Belgrave Palace.
That's the forum they used to exchange information on how best to govern Europa, wasn't it? The leading superpower was the British Empire. Like today, their country was the most influential in Europa.
Why is Emperor Claudius not here?
I'm sure you can guess the reason.
Well, it would seem that Jutland has him thoroughly whipped. There's no way he'd show his face now.
But it is still the dead of winter. I do hope his imperial posterior hasn't frozen to the throne.
I have a message from His Majesty to everyone present.
Let us hear it then. Speak.
Spring is nearly upon us.
Is that all?
Indeed it is.
What an amusing man.
I believe everyone understands its meaning. The time when the signs of spring surround us is the time the Rusi Empire redraws the map of Europa. Please look forward to it.
Well, that can be quite ominous.
That parvenu.
Dreadful as ever. The temperature drops every time they enter the room.
Everything is as the ancient. The Valkyria wishes it to be.
Chapter 4. When snows fall. So maybe I should have got stuff that makes us better in the snow. Could have been a good idea. Oh well.
I'm honored that you've graced me with some of your time. I know you're a busy woman.
Nay, the honor is all mine. Thank you for this opportunity.
Let's dive right in. You've led Jutland to victory after victory, all the while solidifying its people's trust in you. The reason I asked for this interview is to learn how your Highness feels about the war and her plans for the future.
Please, ask anything you wish.
You may not like the answers, by the way, but you can ask the question.
January 6th, 1854. There is record that Ophelia was interviewed by Freke the traitor. With a sincere voice, she spoke of why she stood on the front lines, as well as her aspirations for the people.
Many would describe this war as one fought for liberation.
Just so. The fight for freedom, liberation as you put it, has united the people as one.
I agree.
Furthermore, there is something I wish to inform you, now that the opportunity presents itself.
By all means.
Well, you see, within the ranks of the Rusi Empire, someone who was thought to be long since dead, the Prince of Ipsaria, is alive.
Is that so?
Indeed.
Oh dear.
It hasn't been confirmed.
This is a delicate matter, Your Highness. Would you allow me to decide whether or not to include this in the article?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's, you know. Especially since he's willingly fighting for the Empire. Granted, he has kind of skewed image of the Emperor. The traitor's hideout. Molder.
The princess is the same as usual.
I'll be leaving out the shocking truth about Laertes.
Naturally. Amlet, it's dangerous having the princess and prince meet. Can you do anything at the site?
I can kill him.
Sorry for increasing your workload.
He says he's a grand general. That makes him an enemy.
Gotta wonder why, though. The Rucks do his folks in, so this one-armed wonder signs up as the Emperor's new pet? Please.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Regardless, we can't have her doing something unpredictable. I'm counting on you, Amlet.
Yeah.
Where you headed?
Where I'm needed. Violet is investigating. But now that discord has manifested at the Vian Summit, our best move is distracting Ruse with the major powers. If all goes according to plan, I can buy you time to upgrade and tune up your arsenal.
So he's gonna have...
That's our Saul. His plotting face is not just for looks.
Yeah, he's gonna have the other powers
is.
go after Ruse. Which, you know, in... militarily in, like, 19th century geopolitics was the kind of thing that would happen. It's like this guy's getting beat by a power that is clearly weaker than it. So obviously it must be weak. Therefore we have an opportunity to plant our superiority on them. A fragment was added to the history books. The glossary was updated.
You're quite studious. How splendid.
So does that mean we have... Yes, we have new... What's it called? The Princess's Words. I need a new chair. It's a bit creaky now. Bit more creaky than usual.
First question. The word princess doesn't usually call to mind someone wielding a sword or gun. I admit even now, sitting in front of you, trying to imagine you braving the battlefield is...
A bit difficult?
Well, she's still wearing a
Yes.
battle armor. You know,
Excuse
the
my
gauntlets.
I did not want to be trapped by conventional ideas of what a princess ought to be. As I learned in my institute days, there is much and more I would never have known without leaving the palace walls.
It's my understanding that you excelled at the Institute of Alchemy.
Alchemy was not the only subject I studied there. I met people from many walks of life, and from them fostered different ways of thinking. 'Twas like entering a new world. Those experiences made me who I am today. And as a member of the royal family who holds the kingdom's fate in my hand, I felt it was my duty to protect the people I had met.
And that sense of duty is what compelled you to join Vannergund?
Just so. I applied the moment it was established.
And your father, His Majesty, did not oppose this at all?
Oh, I bet he
But
did.
of course he did, along with half the country. Nevertheless, I worked hard to earn everyone's understanding and approval. Fortunately, my Ragnite aptitude complements my convictions. I suspect that played a role in swaying their opinions. History tells of many royal women who have taken the field. I am certainly no exception.
Well, this is true. I've heard stories of a Brennish princess who once led the charge in battle herself.
As you may know, the blood of that same princess flows through my veins.
Are you saying you were born for this?
At present, I believe that fighting connects me to my subjects, so to speak. The battlefield reminds me of what it means to be royalty. Some call me a savior, but I do not deserve such a name. In combat, I am but a soldier. I learned that lesson well. Untethered by titles, I can wield a sword without restraint. Knowing that I stand with 8 million Judish lives at my back is what gives me the strength to fight another day.
Words I'm sure will give any who read this piece strength.
Why, thank you. My world has grown much wider thanks to the people I've met, both at the Institute and among my friends in the Squad. They too are connected to countless other lives. Once I realized that, it felt as if liberating a country was like bringing freedom to each and every one of its citizens.
Restoring their freedom, huh? I see.
Yeah. It's a valiant cause to fight for. So, absence of doubt. And there's other things. So, I don't know if this is before what we're about to see or during.
Madkind.
Oh, Councilman Lindegard.
There is something I wish to ask you, if I may.
Oh? What's that?
Where is Councilman Kallenberg? I've not seen him for days.
What business do you have with Solomon?
There are rumors that he has left the country. Forgive my impertinence. I only asked because you and Miss Sophia shall soon be uniting your family with his. I merely assumed one of you might know his whereabouts.
I haven't heard anything. How about you?
I haven't either. He doesn't talk very much about work.
Thank you for letting us know, Councilman. I'll ask where he went the next time I see him.
You, sir, are a conniving beard. By the way, you are the type of politician that no one likes. Just letting you know. Because I highly doubt peace is actually what he was doing everything for.
Knowledge will help you grow.
The Vian Summit. Let's do this and then continue the story. An international conference held in the capital of the Hapsterian Empire. Nations from across Europa sent representatives chosen by a Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Vian Summit made and signed a treaty which laid out each country's borders. This brought order to European politics, even. Oh, I can't say. Peacefully resolving outstanding issues with the 5 world powers at its core. Over time, however, the superpowers came to exert more influence over decisions. Military presence stifled dissent until their meetings became an empty formality. So... Oh! The notebook. Oh.
That is just one part of history.
Amleth Bloom Helena. More things change by any other name. Do you know what? We're going to do that next time I record.
This is a
We'll
true
continue
story.
this, and then we will do them next time. Because I don't know how long that's going to be, and I kind of want to time schedule for February 7th, 1854 EC. Okay, Solomon, you're trying to get to our allies, aren't you?
February 7th. In another country within the Ruzi Empire, Solomon met with Brenlin's ambassador, off the records.
An unofficial meeting with a leading power and contributor to the BRFH blockade? The traitors even pulled that off?
I'd like to begin by stating Jutland's stance regarding the other world powers, what with this war with Ruse. We do not wish to war with the countries that are unjustly staging the economic blockade against us.
What do you mean, an economic blockade?
Ambassador, did you not agree to meet with me because you wish to have a mutually beneficial discussion? Let's be frank with one another.
You're an intriguing fellow, I'll give you that.
So I've been told.
All right, by Jove. Let's hear what you have to say first.
Clearly not British.
The land of Molda, which our country reclaimed in that initial battle with Ruse, has a history associated to it. This war originates from this grievance, and has nothing to do with the other world powers.
And just what does this grievance entail?
That I cannot say. only that it is a problem between Jutland and Ruse.
And you expect us to accept that explanation without question?
There's a
I
point
would
there.
appreciate if you do so.
You sound rather self-assured.
Of course. I didn't come empty-handed. I have prepared a means to prove our credibility. 3 days from now, we will liberate one of Ruse's colonies.
What?
Dunfalst, in the east.
Dunfalst? That's a country with deep ties to Brenland.
Indeed. You have disputed its ownership with Ruse in the past. Our country will liberate it, and when the war with Ruse ends, we will present it to you as a gift.
Is that possible?
Well, if we
Certainly.
control it, yes.
Jutland has no stake in Dunfalst, and only cares to strike a blow against Ruse. However, if Brenland wishes it, we shall obtain it. I'd like you to understand that we only have our eyes set on Ruse. I would appreciate if you take our conversation back to your homeland.
Why do you wish to accommodate our country so much?
Because probably you're...
Jutland's royal family has distant familial ties to Brenland. This proposal stems from that mutual bond.
I see. I understand now.
Returning to our discussion, the sanctions you've placed against our country aren't very aggressive.
What do you mean by that?
These are merely my thoughts on the matter, but the other world powers don't think too highly of the Rusi Empire. In fact, you wish to be rid of them if possible.
Not surprising.
With the blockade, it may appear you agree with Ruse, but don't you have plans in place to abandon them if need be?
Of course I do.
You say very interesting things. I will respond at a later date, so I must ask that you leave for today.
When Dunfalst is liberated 3 days from now, might I ask you to draw the Valkyria's attention for a few days?
The Valkyria? You're making a frightfully audacious proposal.
It's for our freedom. Once we acquire that, we hope to form an alliance with Brenland.
Yeah, because the one thing that could really put a spanner into Jutland's plans is if Jutland got declared on by the other powers.
Solomon, who hurried back, immediately approached the military and influenced them to move on Dunfalst. Parliament, however, had put this plan on hold. Many opinions from both the anti-war movement and the pro-war faction pointed out its low strategic value.
Jutland is presently closing in on the Rusi Empire from the Western Front. The next target, Dunfalst, is surely off this course. Many of you within the military and Parliament have expressed your skepticism with this proposal. However, those doubts can be cleared with but one word. And that is liberation. Jutland's suffering is one that is felt through all of Europa. There is significant strategic meaning to this. Not only do we focus on the route to advance on our enemy, but by liberating the lands claimed by Ruse, our country will do exactly what we aspire to achieve in this war. These actions will put pressure against their empire.
Now, it would be interesting if some other parts of the Empire start going, hey, the Empire's getting their ass kicked. We can rise up, sort of thing, and take back our freedom, sort of thing. That's the sort of thing that would happen in these situations, I would imagine. I'm not saying they would be successful, but they would happen.
Liberation became a magic word for the country, and the traders supported it to justify this battle. Around this time, no one believed Jutland could ever lose.
Oh, that's a bad sign. It's a very bad sign. It's a horrendously bad sign. Don't say that, because you're going to lose very, very soon. So, how badly is this thing going to backfire in our faces?
Fifi, I read it!
I feel a little embarrassed.
You sure had a lot to say.
The journalist had some very good questions. I couldn't help but to get passionate.
Well, he couldn't have picked a better time to put it out.
How do you mean?
Well, the Dunfal's mission is to liberate the colony, right? So it's good to have the princess rally behind that word. In a way, this operation takes on even more meaning.
It's almost as if they planned it.
Oh, Bloom, you're so endearingly dim-witted.
It's like they're still cadets.
Nothing wrong with that. It does good for morale.
Did you read it? Huh? Did ya?
No, not quite yet.
She was there. She doesn't really need to read what... Oh, she's gonna read it.
So, are you embarrassed?
She's gonna find out.
Godot,
Yes, Your Highness.
any mention of Ipsaria has been omitted.
Well, the journalist did say he might leave it out.
Huh.
Looks like you're all here. We deploy tomorrow, 0400.
And where to?
Well, this is rather sudden.
It explains why Parliament was so noisy.
I hate waking up early.
Oh,
You
get
got
used to
your
it. You're in the military.
You want me or Bridget to drag you out of bed?
I'm counting on you, Tilda.
No hesitation, huh? Well, it's no wonder, given the other option.
Yeah, I think Bridget would probably
Prep and
just
get some rest.
drag her by the hair.
Dismissed.
I wouldn't put it past Bridget to do that sort of thing. Anyway. New secondary weapons can be developed. Wait, hey. Circles. Is there any circles around? There is! Fashion friends! Okay. Imagine they're going to be on the promenade? Maybe? Possibly? Maybe not? I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 100-ish. Fantastic terminology-ish. First things first. Do you have something for us, sir? Welcome, Captain. Some very nice materials have been making their way to the shop. I can create more complex gear for you. Oh. Yes. Lovely.
Come on in.
Order. Okay. So we want that. We want that. Bomb resistance. Ooh, HP up. Complete your commission.
Come back anytime.
Okay. Ragnite lady, please say.
Welcome.
Splash level 1. Why? Spirit Veil pushes back enemies in the area and creates a field that reduces alchemy damage. Ooh, that's interesting.
Come again.
Okay, traveling merchants.
Take your time.
Mana resistant cloth.
Come back soon.
Nah. Hello, Captain.
Yo.
Tannery. Metalworks.
Welcome.
New materials will be stocked during the expansion of the Kingdom of Jerusalem domain. Awesome! I need plate.
Come back soon.
Interesting.
Good day to you.
Ah, there's the circle.
What is it?
There's the circle. Found it.
Whoa, cool!
No matter how long I stare at it, Fifi, that dress is still totally the cutest. Why, thank you. Though I must admit, being told so directly is a little embarrassing. Not at all, Miss Ophelia. preening it's a part of participating in Vanguard's flock of fashionistas. So, Fifi, what's your fashion point? Well, I cannot speak for its fashionability, but I do rather enjoy embroidery. The needlework of Jutland's rose, which requires precise stitching techniques, is handmade by the local craftspeople. Really? Well, it sure is cute. The design's real pretty too. Elegant I would probably put, but you know. I designed the pattern myself. 'Tis was the embroiderers, however, that brought it to life. Wowzers! You never cease to amaze me. You seem to be rather fashion conscious yourself. Well, yeah, I'm a jewelry designer, so it's kind of my thing. Couture's a part of culture. Gotta look good to sell well. Come to think of it, our squad's dress code is quite lax. The jackets are uniform, but we're free to rearrange them. Eh? Didn't you get the memo? Fifi suggested it to the captain.
Huh?
The princess did? Just so. I thought it'd be best for each member to freely express themselves, so I ensured a lighter dress code, to a degree. Past cool, Fifi. No way could I wear the same stuffy old uniform all day, every day? Fair enough. In fact, Miss Sarah, you don't wear the unit's jacket at all. Shut up, that sack. That thing is way too hot and heavy. Yes, now that you mention it, not only does Her Highness, however, never wear the coat, she doesn't even seem to own one. She is a princess, and therefore whatever she wears is a uniform.
I am terribly sorry.
Ah, that is terribly sorry.
Jeez!
That's her style, gosh. Why you gotta be so oh god. Puns. Why? Why puns? Why? Why the puns? There's no need. There is no need for the puns. Individuality! Awesome.
What's up?
Good day to you.
Good day to you too.
What is it?
Newspaper! Let's see what the newspapers have to say. Jutland's victory at Volskor Gorge shakes Rui's control.
Nice.
Nothing about the assassination attempt on the princess. That didn't happen. Right. Do we have another circle appearing? Oh, so it's not in order. So potentially I could find all of them. That's not happening. Just to let you know. Okay, I need to upgrade stuff. There we go. We need to upgrade stuff, and then we need to continue on with the stuff. That's the plan of it. I think Bloom's gonna get a bit of upgrading.
Yo! What do you want?
Do R&D. The Wolf A5.
How about this? Pretty good, yeah?
Isn't there a
pretty good, yeah? How about this?
Oh, okay. Battle pallets. No. Upgrade. Where are you, Bloom? So... So, rank 1. Rank 3. Anything rank 3 or lower. Since we're getting rank 6s and 10s now. Go.
How about this?
Water 3. Everything's... Oh, we got some 4s. I could use some 4s actually. Do I have any copies? Yes, I do. rapid room. I can go on. 2 distractions. Discharge, that is at a lower level, so do that.
Pretty good, yeah?
Get Bloom's magic attack up a bit. A bit of spear, spinning winds, so we'll get that. And that rapid wind.
How about this?
Ophelia? Oh, that's 100. Okay, Godot. Got Bloom. Attack +1. Okay. That distraction can go in. That spinning blaze.
How about this?
Let's go.
Pretty good, yeah?
Okay.
See ya. What do you want?
Boom! Boom, 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 boom. We just, field, wing, scroll. Oh, that recovers HP as well. Attacks enemies in front, knocking them back, heals nearby allies. Yeah, we can equip that even. There we go. That's Bloom. Ophelia. Is there something else? No. Say, is there anything you can equip? Ooh, rank 10 Burnfield. Can Amleth equip that? Because he's got Burnfield as well. No, you cannot. So you get rank 10 Burnfield. There we go. Go! That's it for now.
See ya.